Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing my second quarter stats. Although technically not really, because it's like the first quarter and the second quarter together, so it's like the first half of the year stats. But we're calling it the second quarter stats. So yeah. So I did do the mid-year book freakout tag thing in my last video. If you want to check that out, it goes into more like individual books, because there's questions about different things and stuff. But this is going to be more numbers based. The stats. Okay, so in the first half of the year now, I read 63 books, which is great because I always put my Goodreads to 50 for a goal for the year. I always surpass it, but I'm not one of those people that keeps upping the goal. The goal is 50, the goal is hit, that's cool. We'll carry on reading. That equates to 16,483 pages. I have read quite a few graphic novels and stuff, so I'm not out here reading like 600 page massive books, all of those 63s. The page count is not huge. So within those books, the age genres, I'm like very skewed to YA at the moment. So I've read 9 middle grade, 35 YA and 19 adults so far in the first half of the year. This I will put down to the fact I've just been like picking up whatever I'm in the mood for, and it's just easier to pick up a YA book. June, for example, Pride Month, I think every book I read in June was a YA book, just like really easy picking off my shelves. Here's a YA contemporary that's also LGBT+. So yeah, that's skewed it a bit more, but it's cool. I'm not mad about what I'm reading because I'm just picking up what I'm in the mood for. Within those books, 59 were physical and 4 were ebook. I'm reading off my shelves, which is a good thing because that's something that I want to do because I own books and then I should read them. So yeah. Going on to author identity type section, and with gender we have 31 female authors, 22 male, 5 with multiple authors that include any which one, and 5 with non-binary authors. So the way that let me just caveat the non-binary, if there's a book that has multiple authors but one of them is non-binary, I put it in the non-binary category just so I can see that I've got that written down and remembered. So yeah, I'm like mostly females. Again, I'm just picking up random books, I'm not deciding this, I'm just choosing stuff and reading it, so it just so happens to be skewed, not a lot, but just slightly towards the female author. And then with race, I read 27 white author books. I said that really weirdly, but books by white authors, that makes more sense. 25 by BIPOC authors and 11 with both. So again, that's multiple books. Books with multiple authors, and then said authors have white authors and BIPOC authors within that range. I didn't really need to explain that, it was kind of self-explanatory. So yeah, this one is pretty much even Stevens as well, which is kind of cool. Again, just picking up random stuff, but I feel good about that. I like that I'm not just reading like white men. I'm not actively choosing to not read white men, but I'm just not doing it, which is cool because other authors exist. But also I do like white men authors as well because some of my favourite authors are white men, so I'm not hating on them, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? This video is going to be a pretty short one, so I'm just going to nip on over to a message from one of the spawns. Here's Rue's face because it's really cute, and then I'll be back with the rest of the numbers. Oh, look at that beautiful face. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Cloven through and are in a bloody ruin. It shrieks back. So next up we'll talk about books that I've hauled. So one of my goals, I don't even think I actually put a goals video out this year because I always say exactly the same goals every year, so it's kind of boring and just like unnecessary. But one of my goals with every year is to read 50% of the books that I hauled. So far in the first half of the year I've hauled 38 books and I've read 69% of them, so boom. Happy with that, on the right track. I like to stack it a little bit. I feel like I just rhymed loads. On the right track, stack. Anyway, shush. I like to get a little bit ahead of myself earlier on in the year because it's my birthday in October and then Christmas in December. So I'm going to be hauling more books. Get the percentage up now, so when it goes back down a bit, it won't go down under 50% is what I try and tell myself. To be fair, it has worked the past few years, so on the right track. In terms of my 2023 TBR, I did put a video out for this, and I basically just picked randomly 23 books off of my owned TBR. There was no rhyme or reason. The only thing I did was like, oh, I'll choose some stuff that's different genres just to mix it up a little bit. And so far I've read 10 of the 23, so slightly off track, but not so much that I'm going to be like trying to force feed myself those books at the end of the year. 10 out of 23, not too bad. So in terms of owned books, I mentioned it earlier, and I have been keeping track of my actual owned TBR. It's not something that I have like a number on at the end of the year that I want to achieve. It's just something that I like to keep an eye on, so just because numbers are fun. So at the start of the year I had 164 books on my TBR, and so far now, well not now because I've read some more books since then, but shush. And then in the first half of the year I had 143 on there, so I have knocked it down by like 21 books whilst also hauling 38 books, so I feel like that's a good sign. I'm not like actively trying to hit anything, but it's nice that it's going down because read the books you own, innit? And that's it. I told you this is going to be a short one. Those are pretty much the stats that I've been keeping an eye on. I do have other things that I do at the end of the year because there's more. If you want to know, oh, I've had 3 5-stars so far. Well, in the first half of the year, because I have had one since. That's a fun stat that you can hear, and yeah, everything else I just go into like more in depth at the end of the year because ain't nobody care about it at this time of the year. But yeah, let me know down below any of your stats for the first half of the year. Are you keeping track? Are you looking into anything? Are you deciding anything? Say words down below and then I'll reply, and then that's what the comments are for. So yeah, subscribe if you want, like if you want, write that comment down there and I'll reply, and I will see you in a few days with another video.